Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good time zone. Wherever you are, I hope you are having a lovely time. Alright, so we're setting sail today in World of Warships Legends. There's many events going on. They have lots of little rewards. There's the treasure hunt, the birthday events going on. They re-released all of their extra goodies from years past. I'm looking at one of them right now. I think this is making a return, I think, during the event. In the background, though, that's Bumblebee on the Fletcher. It was from the Transformers event ages ago. But that's one of the things we're doing. Hello, Chase. How are you doing? Welcome in, Chase, Viv, Chaotic, Mr. Kiatsu. I hope all of you are having a great day. Alright, as you can see, I moved it to the store. There, I'll put that little cozy emblem in the background there while we're talking. So yes, they have the winter event, the Black Friday events going on, Halloween's going on, Golden Week, Apigio. I didn't realize that had gotten added. Okay, Apigio's back. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's an anime. Oh, cool face. I know, it's an event. We're sailing ships. You scared me again. Go away. I need to play Front Mission 3 again so everybody can see who Coolface is, where the origins of that meme came from. But, yes, we've got the anime characters are back. Ooh. The crates are kind of hard to get the characters. I highly recommend if you want the characters, just buy them. It seems expensive at 5,000 doubloons, but believe me, it's cheaper than trying to get them out of a crate because you'll have to buy at least 10. At least. To get one character, you pretty much have to buy 10 crates. And that's 6,000 doubloons, and there are 5,000, so yeah. I do wish everybody luck who's playing the event. I hope that you get some characters from the chests. I have 50 crates right now. Most of them are from the event. We'll probably open them up maybe Friday. I'm one of those people, I like to hoard all the crates and see how many things I get, so I'm currently working on the second card of the treasure hunt, so we'll see if I can get that done. If you don't know what the treasure hunt is, let me get you a link for the information. It's a very unique thing that World of Warships Legends does. They link it to an outside system. They also do this at Christmas, by the way, so for those of you who are playing the game along with me and have been enjoying it, look forward to this similar thing for the 12 days of Christmas. They do the exact same thing where they have an off-site little map and you open up little Christmas cards and you get different gifts and things. You just reminded me of a cute cartoon I used to watch, The Mighty Bee. That does sound familiar. Oh, let me switch the scenes. I don't have too many announcements to make. Tomorrow morning will be the next stream, live stream. That'll be 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll be playing Sayuki Into the West. That is a very fun game. I'm enjoying that game immensely. It's probably not my best viewed stream of all time, but I'm enjoying streaming it, so I'm going to continue with it. I want to expose people to it. I'm probably one of only 3, maybe 4 people who have ever streamed it, because I checked it the other day, and as Stalling pointed out, it has like 93 followers for that one game. It's a very unknown game. But we'll be doing that tomorrow morning, and there's the Discord link. We're going to hang out in the Discord. I might be in there later this evening playing some games and some Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, now I can switch the scenes. I've finished all the announcements. Let's look at the shop real quick. If anyone wants to sail with us, I am on the PS4, but the game is cross-platform. So if you have this game or have the ability to download it, and you're on the Xbox or PlayStation, feel free to join. This is the console edition of the game, so if you're here for because you like World of Warships, it has some things similar to World of Warships, but Legends is the console edition of the game. It's a little bit more behind the computer edition, but it has small tweaks to it that make it a lot more interesting. In my opinion, like, for example, aircraft carriers were much better implemented in this game and are still better implemented. And out of the two, I don't think they're doing well with submarines in the PC version, but I have a feeling when submarines get released here, they'll be done quite well, because the team that actually cares for Legends in my opinion, is a lot better team. They're more organized, they're much more in tune with what their community wants, and they run a better game, just overall in general. If the rooms don't obliterate themselves, yeah, I know. It seems like every time you have about 2 matches in Yu-Gi-Oh!, they get Exodia obliterated very quickly. The person in the trench coat's cute. I think I have them. Let me go check. I don't think I've ever leveled them, because I think they're Japan? Yeah. Harada. Yep, I have them. I even got a legendary token for them. I just haven't had a reason to fly around or command the Japanese ships, although they are very good because they have secondary range. So at some point, I will need to level this one for my battleships, because that's a pretty good stat. You can take this base trait and put it in inspirations. So, yeah, that would be neat, huh? For you, Viv. Harada is one of the 4 Congo-class battleships, along with her sisters, Kirishi, Yuri, and Congo. She is always calm and cool, and she tries to ensure that she has the advantage in a combat situation. Kashima, who is hot-blooded and tends to stand out, supports her in battle. Harada always wears a large overcoat and never expresses her feelings. However, her personality changes drastically once she loses her overcoat and she becomes feeble. And let's hear the voice. And that's the voice of this character. You can hear all the voices of your characters now, the special characters. Did I see Godzilla? Yes. Everyone gets me for that. I do have Godzilla. They're like, wait, this is a World War II game. Why do you have Godzilla? I have King Kong and I have Godzilla. I couldn't help myself. When the movie came out, I had to. Hello, Postmortem Blues. Welcome in, friend. I hope you're having a good day. But yes, I have Godzilla. He has horrifying gaze, which is kind of interesting. I like Godzilla. I got them because of the voiceover and the information for them during the battle. But sadly, Godzilla has a very bad ability. It's just spotter duration, and it's not for very long. At max rank, it's not bad, but you have to spend so much to get it to max. Now, King Kong, on the other hand, where are they? Wait until you see King Kong's. Definitely the better of the two, in my opinion. Your battleships average AA damage per second. Not per minute, per second. This makes him horrifying against aircraft. So, I definitely want to make an AA build with this guy. Oh yeah, you know what? Good point. You're on point, Postmortem Blues. As a World War II game, Godzilla makes sense, given the original origin story. You know what? Let's just run with that. That's why he's here. It wasn't because it was a movie crossover. They were paid a fortune to actually display these characters. It's because of the origin story of Godzilla and King Kong being out right around that timeline. Would you all like to see them in dock? Wait until you see the skins. Hold on. Those are the best. I believe they're tier 5 ships. I'm in tier 7 right now. Yes, you saw Bumblebee. Everybody freaks out when they see Bumblebee. Wait until you see this, though. This will get you good. Alright. King Kong. On a battleship. There you go. So yeah, you don't get the little animation, sadly, on the due to console restraints and the fact that they did not. A lot of people don't understand this. I don't know how I feel about this. The least used emoji. Which one is the least used? The cotton candy? Maybe. I've never seen that one before myself. This emoji is starting to correlate with Merrick's face. The face in the GIF in the Discord that we've been using. Here's an interesting little factoid, though. So, in the game, they actually did want to put the characters on the boats, but they decided not to, and I give them credit for this. They didn't want to show the poor dinosaur and Kong being shot to ribbons by the cannons, so they decided to remove them from the ships. And I'm sure it was also something to do with the consoles having a harder time with the frame rates on those, so they're only in dock. You do get the really, really cool looking skin, but you don't get them on the ship when you're in battle. I agree with their assumption that no living creatures should be on the ship while they're fighting. That's why there's no people on it, and I actually thoroughly agree with that. There you go. The Godzilla one's very pretty. I do like this one. They did a very good job on the models. Is that a pair of paper clips? Oh wait, I think it is a pair of paper clips. Titten. I hit a battleship with 8 torpedoes this morning before it caused flooding. 8? May I inquire as to what battleship you were hitting and where? Some of the battleships in this game, Mr. Kyatsu, have flood mouths. Basically a set of armor that was designed to be flooded, and if you hit those with torpedoes, a lot of the time it'll go damage saturation and you can't do anything to get through the actual armor. You're just hitting the actual torpedo bulkhead, which is designed to take torpedoes. And it won't flood the ship, because it'll just flood the bulkheads. Yeah, I don't want to see Gorgira getting shredded by artillery. No, it was a good call by them post-mortem. Honestly, when I read the original posting in their Discord, it was all over their Discord, because everybody was very disappointed that they didn't have Godzilla, swatting at the enemy ships. But this is a kid's game, ultimately. Yes, adults play this because, obviously, of the tactics, but the game is rated, I believe, E. And so they don't have sailors on the ship. They don't have animals on the ship. There's nobody that gets hurt. It's just ships fighting ships. I actually agree with that. That's one of the big reasons. I personally like this game. I like the fact that it's just a bunch of fantasy ships fighting one another. No one's actually being hurt. I'm not real keen on video games that have guns and people shooting at one another. I prefer this method of combat. I like it a lot better. If it's robots fighting robots, or ships fighting ships, or vehicles fighting vehicles, it's a plus. Yeah, they made the right choice. I stand by them. Even in the Discord, when they first said it, I stood by them and defended the decision. I thought it was the right thing to do. A lot of people were disappointed, but when you're a company and you've got your game to think about and your properties and everything, you got to remember it's a bigger picture than just you wanting to enjoy yourself in the game. They have other considerations they have to take into account. Not sure which battleship, but I was flying the T3 carrier planes. Oh, wait, you were flying... Oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. Kyatsu, the torpedoes that the Japanese planes carried were tiny. Tiny. You're talking about a fraction the size of the torpedoes fired off the ship. A few thousand pounds lighter torpedo. They don't pen ships very often. Most of the ones dropped from planes, they were designed to harass the enemy and try to hit vulnerable spots. If they hit any kind of armor whatsoever, they were deflected, or they just went dud and they didn't even drop. As a matter of fact, most of the carrier, like airplane-borne munitions, did not even explode. Some of the American bombs, as a matter of fact, and I'm not kidding, they did more damage from just the sheer volume of dropping them on the ship than they did from the explosions, because the explosions never happened. During the very, very early stage of the war, a lot of airborne munitions were bad. It was almost better to just shoot at the plane with your the 50 cals loaded on your airplane than it was to drop bombs. All of the nations were suffering from this. Now, the Japanese did perfect their torpedoes eventually, and they did actually have some pretty powerful torpedoes, 4-plane drop torpedoes. They still suffered from low penetration, though. So, yes, expect low penetration if you're a carrier pilot. Don't expect your torpedoes to do amazing flooding damage unless you hit an extremely vulnerable part of the ship, or you hit a destroyer, which destroyers basically have no armor. I think there's only 2 destroyers in the whole game that actually have torpedo bulges. And they're fairly big, and I think they're German. Matter of fact, now you've got me curious, Mr. Kiatsu. Do any of them have? I could be wrong, but I thought one of the German paper ones had it. One way to go find out real quick. Nope. Definitely not that one. You hit that with a torpedo right there in the middle. It's good. It's gone. There's nothing there. Let me check it again. Oh no, yeah, there's no armor there. That would barely stop a machine gun. There you go, Kiatsu. This is where you hit it, right there. Just go right into the engine room and destroy everything immediately. This didn't have that good armor for torpedo protection. Now the bow on that's not too bad. I think that's 16 angled, almost 17 angled. So not too bad against conventional weaponry that it might have fought against, but definitely not enough to stop a torpedo. The back end of the ship is fairly armored. Now, if you were trying to attack a battleship like, oh, I know which one. Here's a great example of a battleship you can barely sink when you're flying about. Find a famous one that was originally sunk by stuff of that nature. The California. Now, here's a ship if you are a carrier pilot. And there's why you won't get through that one as easy. So the entire outer hull, I gotta turn this on so you can see. Alright, in the center of the ship, all of this yellow that you see is torpedo bulge down below. So this was additional armor that was just plated onto the exterior of the ship, and it's designed to take torpedoes and other large caliber weaponry strikes to the sides and flanks. The actual armor for the ship is there. And as you can see, it's extremely well guarded. So hitting a ship with the flight torpedoes, not going to do much to this. Not until you get to the upper tiers. A tier 3 one? No, definitely not. That's early war munitions they're dropping. Be right back. Gonna put in a pizza. Oh, pizza chaotic. Enjoy that. Not sure which battleship, but you were flying the plane. King Gong drowning after the ship explodes. That was another consideration. Stalling. That was actually, I think that was the exact example that they used in Discord. I see no bomb. I see. So the bombs may as well have just been anvils. Yeah, actually, early on, stalling in the war, especially what they call the pre-war era, when the skirmishes and battles were first breaking out, and they were experimenting with dropping things from planes on ships. The original bombs and torpedoes were little more than just heavy stones and anvils being dropped on top of the ships. I mean, you'd still cause considerable damage, but not what you're looking for when you want to take down a battleship like this. I'm running a few matches right now, but I'm about to get off and do some chores. Oh, did you need a division mate, Mr. Kiatsu? I'd join you for a little while. Looney Tunes Wars. Kind of. Now, there were some exceptions. We talked about, for example, the British were using their planes that flew very close to the water. They used these huge torpedoes on the ship, the Swordfish. But even as big as those torpedoes were, they failed to damage most battleships, and indeed, the biggest success that they had was jamming the propeller blade on the Bismarck. I mean, it did the Bismarck in. Ultimately, that's why the Bismarck went down. It could have easily outran every British ship that they had. But no, the main propeller got jammed by a torpedo, and it couldn't go anywhere but in a circle. I'm only going to do like 2 or 3 more at most, so not right now. That's fine, Mr. Kiatsu. Just thought I'd offer, see if you needed somebody to go with you. I'm actually probably going to pull out the Ranger right now, actually. I'll fly around in a carrier for a little while we're chatting. This is the problem with ship-based games or tank-based games or any game where you have machinery from World War II. I could spend 2 hours just talking about the battles, the machinery, the equipment. For me, it's not the war itself that I'm focused on. It's the technological marvels that people came up with during those time periods. I like to study how they built this stuff. I mean, come on. This is a floating city. Even back then, this was a technological marvel. And now we build aircraft carriers 2 times this size.
Autopilot mode enabled.
So for me, I marvel at the fact that people can create such amazing, huge beasts. I mean, an average aircraft carrier can crew up to around 3,500 people. Can you imagine that? That's a small town. If you think about how many people are on an aircraft carrier to man it, and all the pilots, the Marines that are there to guard it, and then all the staff for the ship itself and the engineers, yeah, a little over 3,500 people. As a matter of fact, the biggest aircraft carrier that we filled could have, during wartime, could have up to 4,500 people on board the ship at once. D4, MyPad. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your time with us. We're playing some World of Warships Legends and just chit-chatting about war tech, as it were. Going over some different things that came up. People were asking me about the Godzilla ship and several other things just kind of trailed in line. Plus, I'm a bit chatty, and I just tend to get carried away when I'm talking about these things. Oh, they're well guarded. Look at all those fighter planes. I don't think the Ranger will do too well going against those, right? I'm looking for their destroyer. I haven't seen it. I'm taking flak, so I might as well go in. Might be a little too late. Almost. I did hit the engine room, at least. Damaged his turning power, probably. Oh, yeah, that's too much. I just lost the entire flight. And not paying attention, and... I should have started with See, this is why. I said this in the last stream, that you shouldn't start with the bombers on the Americans, because you'll lose them. Start with torpedoes so you can drop a few off, and then get out of there. Like, I'm dropping these early, because I know I'm going to lose most of my group, so I'll send a couple of them back. Let's see if I can at least strike something. My fellow wingmate, you're gone, they're all gone. At least I can turn this turn him broadside so that somebody can hit him.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Oh, disable the autopilot. Yes, that would probably be a good idea. The autopilot's kind of taking me into trouble at this point. I do have my aircraft carrier decked out for secondary build, but just for AI purposes. Indeed, I'm probably going to take out that cruiser. Yep, I got him. Because this is a secondary captain on the ship. You might ask, why did I do such a thing? Because I only use the Ranger in AI battles, and I have a lot of fun just charging the AI with the secondaries. They tend to focus the aircraft carriers, so it's funny to watch as they come after me, and hey, I was ready for you, type thing. Oh no, torpedoes! No, not to my poor ship, please. Alright, I had my fun. I'm turning away from their torpedoes. Speaking of torpedoes. Torpedoes to starboard. I know there's torpedoes there. They're everywhere.
Torpedoes to starboard.
This is a mess. I shouldn't have gone that far up, probably. You've got to save that for when I play as the Godzilla. I will play as them, actually. Here in a little bit. Got him, too.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Evil. That was a sneaky I'll admit it. I stole the kill on that. Ooh, please get him. Please, right in the front. No. Oh, jeez. What? Well... Alright, saved me the trouble. Off with bombers. Oh. I got another kill with the secondaries when I got back. Fun. Alright, that was a quick little battle. Let me get caught up in chat. Sorry, I got carried away. That was a really fast battle. Tank-based games. Oh, Tintin. Has there ever been a combination of the two? A ship carrying tanks that ended up using the tanks on the battle of the ship itself? Yes. Well, yes and no. Let me say yes and no, Viv, to your original question. Let me pin that real quick so everybody can see, because it was a little bit further back. I feel bad. Sorry, Viv. I didn't mean to miss your question. I'm going to pin it, actually, so that I think it'll let me pin it. There we go. So, Viv asked a very valid question. I actually enjoy it. Thank you for asking that question. That's a good one, actually. Let me make sure nobody else was asking anything. Like, I don't mean intentionally, but they could be a last resort thing. Yeah, actually, Viv, this is a good question. So, when we were helping the Russians during World War II, and we were trying to deliver equipment to them, one of the only safe routes that we could take was up through the Baltic and into the northern oceans. And that meant freezing cold weather, and we had to be very, very, very sneaky.
Do you really believe your own hype that much?
Hello, Sam. Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely evening. So, anyway, if we launched a whole bunch of warships, Viv, to support them, or if the British did, everybody was observing everyone. They would have seen our big warships or our heavy cruisers leaving dock, and they would have known something was up. So the only thing that they could send north were trade vessels flying neutral colors. And they would try to disguise them as best as they could, but they would still get attacked by German U-boats that were hunting merchant ships. Irregardless, these poor trading ships had to make the trip all by themselves, typically unescorted or lightly escorted. During one of these voyages, I can't remember the captain's name, but it was ingenious. He had to deliver a bunch of tank parts and tanks and mobile tracked vehicles and AA weaponry to the Soviets during one of the worst blizzards they had ever had. He was being tailed by several U-boats and destroyers, and he knew it. They were out there seeking him. He was afraid that confrontation would eventually ensue, so he ordered all of his men to get all the tanks up to the top deck and put the cannons facing out, realizing that if the Germans saw all the guns hanging off the side of the ship, they would think that he was a heavy cruiser, and perhaps they would not fire in fear that they might get damaged. And guess what? He was right. It worked. All the guns hanging off of the side of the ship, plus the snow covering the ship, made the ship look like a heavy cruiser from the air. And the German U-boats left it alone, because they were too fearful of losing their ships in the blizzard. And so, yeah, he didn't have to use them, but they did actually load them with ammunition, and they did actually prep them for combat. All of the AA and tanks were loaded and fully ready to go if they got into a fight, and the captain was determined that he would go down with his ship fighting if he had to. He was a very, very determined individual that needed his trading ship to get where it was going. So, yes, Viv, you were actually right. Somebody did do that. As far as did anyone actually use a tank off of, like, say, an aircraft carrier to shoot at something? No. I think there's one instance of an AA Jeep being used to chase off a scout plane. And I think during the Battle of Midway they did something similar to that, but that was about it. I don't think a tank was actively used on, although, I mean, you could technically. Here's a good example. Let me go to one of the ships that has a smaller secondary loadout. Something like the Queen Elizabeth. We'll take a British ship, for example. That'll work. All right. So the British ship, the HMS, Her Queen's the Majesty, the Queen Elizabeth herself, had 114 millimeter secondaries, 45 Mark II Bofors, and it also had the secondary mounts, which, like I said, are 114 millimeter cannons. So the cannons, the secondary armament of the Queen Elizabeth, was just slightly bigger than what tanks were using at the time. So a lot of the tanks, their guns actually were the exact same caliber and range and size as the ship's armament. Now, there are some exceptions. For example, the Maus, the German Maus, was actually using a naval cannon as its main primary weapon. It actually had, I think it was, what was that, 180 millimeter, almost a 210, I think. And as you can see, the main battery on the Queen Elizabeth is a 381 millimeter gun. That was not mounted on a tank. That would be way, way too heavy. Although they made good attempts to try and do this. But yeah, let's see. There's the secondary armament in those little pillboxes. And as you can see, those little pillboxes, that's the secondaries. And you might even confuse them for a little tiny tank top. And that's because they were basically like little tanks situated on the ship. Not a whole lot of difference between the way those guns were loaded and shelled into position. Excluding the targeting system would have been a little bit different, because you were fighting over a much longer ranges. Yes, the Maus, actually spelled mouse. But I don't know anyone who ever cared about that. It was always referred to as a little tiny mouse, because that was the ongoing joke in World of Tanks. I was actually a prolific mouse pilot. I'll admit it. I was mouse scum. I enjoyed that. It took forever to get to it. It took me like a year and a half to get to the thing, and when I finally got it, I just went around trouncing everything. Speaking of which, it's a really, really good thing that the Germans never successfully got to field that thing. I mean, it was outdated and outclassed and outmoded by the time it would have been finished in the war. It just would have been hit by a bomb. People were, by that point in time, we had perfected bombing runs on tanks. So there was no reason to have a tank that size. All you were doing was just saying, here, hit me with a bomb. You were broadcasting your location. The secret to a good tank was staying hidden. Well, technically, actually, now that I think about it, the secret to a good tank now is staying hidden. Being spotted in a tank is not a good thing. There's too many ways to take out a tank from long-range distance otherwise. That's why we always put so much effort into building tanks that are very, well, either unspottable or just very hard to detect. And the Germans knew this too, actually, early on in the war. One of the reasons they had so much success against our armor was due to the fact that they employed all kinds of hidden tactics. They loved to hide their tank destroyers in large things of brush. They would cover their tanks in debris. That was one of their favorite things to do. In a blown out town, they would purposely back their tanks into buildings and let the bricks fall on top of the tank because, well, you're not going to be looking for that little tank barrel sticking out of a bunch of rubble, are you? But yeah, if you're talking about tanky tanks, Viv, that would be the Maus. The Maus is completely a tanky tank. It might as well have been a mobile pillbox, actually. Extremely thick armor, extremely large gun. It actually had, I think, 3 AA emplacements on top of the thing. Its secondary weapon on the Maus was actually about as big as some of the main cannonry used on some of the smaller tanks at the beginning of the war. Even the tank would have shoulders for weeks. Yeah, think of that show stalling, that's the Maus. Maybe after this I'll try to pull up a historic image of the Maus. It's really cool. It is very cool, and actually, did you know, they actually still have the original Maus. It is in the Tank Museum in Moscow, if I remember correctly. They reassembled it and put it together and painted it up. And yep, it's still around. And the British have the secondary one, if I remember right, the prototype. Although I don't think that was on display. I think they just used it to analyze the weaponry that was on the Maus and then dismantled it. I know somebody's in there. Oh, that Genevieve's gonna have a bad day, because I know right where he's at, and Sonar should pick him up. By the way, this is very unrealistic. Sonar doesn't work through islands. Just so everybody knows. That's not realistic at all. I shouldn't have been able to see him through a landmass. But there you have it. Someone help me kill this, or he's going to torpedo me. Please. Anyone. Anyone. Yeah, he sees me. That's not great. So he sees me, the whole team sees me. Oh, it's a battleship that's helping me. Yeah, he can't reload fast enough. No, get away, Byron. Get away. No one asked you to the party. Oh, and I just had to fire my guns. The Fuso's doing what it can. It's about to get outgunned, though, because we have a Dallas.
Our team has taken the lead.
Mr. Fuso, I really, really, really hope your damage control is ready, because that thing just burned ships to the ground. Alright. Oh, no, they failed to take it out in one hit. I'm trying to guess where he's going to go. I may have to use my smoke screen here. I've got to help him somehow, and I think the only way to do this is to take the Dallas out. Can I burn the Dallas before it gets me? Maybe. He doesn't probably realize how fast these torpedoes reload, because I took a special skill that allows them to shoot faster. Yes!
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Get in here. Get in the smoke. Get in the smoke. What are you? Oh, yeah, Pensacola, get in the smoke. You're fodder to the Byron. Don't be out there. That's not no bueno. That's not a good place to be.
Our victory is in sight.
Can we make a dedicated torpedo run?
Engine boost activated.
No, they want the smoke. They went back into it. They realized their ship got shredded, and they're like, yeah, maybe smoke. Good idea. I'm coming, Fuso. The Fuso's going to take it out probably in one hit, but I'll still make the attempt to help him. I'll still have one torpedo left. Me. I don't think I need it, though. Oh, that was a beautiful torpedo hit. All of them just went right up alongside the weakest part of the ship. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. The little ship that could. The way he went in front of that other ship to protect them, wholesome. I normally, when I can, I try to protect my allies as best as I can. I was preparing to drop a smoke screen, but the Fuso was very determined to go after the Byron. He had no want of my smoke screen. I mean, battleships generally don't need smoke screens because they were designed to take hits, so I get that. Speaking of battleships, let's be the battleship for a little while, shall we? I'll use one of the most infamous dev striking ships that there is, the California. We were just looking at her earlier. Might as well play it. Oh, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I've had... There's been battles where I saved a team member who is better than me, and they turned around and won the match. So... we were doing these battles. Oh, geez, what were they called? It was a 3 versus 3 type of battle, and you could only play as destroyers. And during the fight, I realized that the other guy on my team had already blown up 3 other ships. They were an amazingly good shot, but all their hit points were missing. And they got detected very early by a Japanese destroyer who I figured out where they were. So I pulled in front of the Japanese destroyer, willingly taking all of their torpedoes in order to safeguard the better player. And he ended up taking out the Japanese ship shortly after I took the torpedoes. And he went on to win us that match. So I was satisfied with the outcome. One of the reasons I like this game. It's not about blowing up stuff. It's about winning. I mean, winning and tactical precision. You have goals in mind, and if you can complete your objective, whatever that objective might be, you win. Alright, let's see if I can't seek out a dev strike. Not against the battleship, that won't work. I need a cruiser. I don't know if I'll get to show you all what this ship is capable of, but it's quite lethal if I can find somebody who's not paying attention. Les Gagnères paying attention, they're not broadside to me. The Surrey is not paying attention. I don't know if they're going in reverse or not. Let me wait. They are going in reverse. Let's see if we get a dev strike. No, they might be going a little faster than I thought. Ah. I haven't piloted this thing in a while, so give me a minute. I'll find somebody to hurt. I promise it does damage. That was just a really far out shot, and I wasn't sure it would hit, because they're not going to stay in reverse. They're going to go forward. It's making my shots a little messy. Please, please, please. Yeah, that's alright. Not a dev strike. I couldn't take him out. Dev strike's one hit. I might get this Les Gagnères, though. Seriously? If he pulls up broadside, that's the perfect range for him. Not worried about the torpedoes. I mean, if I can avoid taking them, sure, but I'm not going to stop shooting at things to avoid them. Now, that was so close, but I couldn't get the other gun online. That would have been a dev strike if the rear cannons had hit them. But yeah, you could take a ship from full hit points to nothing with the California. This ship is almost unfair. Its speed is the only thing that makes it a fair ship. Ranging. Yep, there we go. That's a dev strike. 11,000 damage with one shot. Yeah.
Spare none in your fury.
Mr. Lion, whose ship is heavier, mine or yours? Close to equal weight. I'm a little heavier than them. Are you really going to go broadside just to get 2 more guns online? Yes. I'm on fire. Oh no. Oh no, heaven forbid I'm on fire.
Contain it immediately.
California doesn't care. Who's the other? Oh, New Mexico. I bet you they had a decent game, but this team didn't do too well. That Byron's not doing well at all. Hey, look, is that a primal? Oh, no, that's the New Mexico. There's a Helena that's about to get eaten if it doesn't quickly move. My Twitch app is so bad right now. I don't know what happened. Oh, no. Anyone else having Twitch issues, or is it just me? I'm not seeing... I'm checking, Viv. I don't know if this helps you, Viv, but I've had 0 dropped frames, and my computer is running fine. I'm outputting at the right kilobytes per second. No reported issues on my front. I thought I'd check real quick, just to be sure. Sometimes that happens. That wasn't too bad. Oh, I was in AI battle anyway. That's why that thing went broadside to me. That's okay. I just wanted to goof off in AI battles for a while anyway. I am going to probably do a couple of the PvP missions tonight just to see if we can't get some good rewards. Ooh, Gaff Speed. I haven't played them in a while. Definitely mobile Twitch then. Thank you for checking. Yeah, I think it might be just mobile Twitch. I have problems with them once in a while, especially. I'll be over Wi-Fi, and I'll see the screen spinning, and you have to reboot the entire app. I don't know why that happens. Fault line. This is a German ship that was infamous. The Gaffsby. The captain of this ship during World War II wouldn't sink a vessel unless he gave it first warning that he was coming. He wanted everybody to abandon ship, or at least that's what he always told the ships that he was attacking. He would radio ahead to the ships and ask them to kindly leave the ship so he could sink it. And if you didn't leave, well, then he'd come up alongside you and fire shots until you did. But mostly that's because he was attacking unarmed merchant ships. But yeah, this was the plague of the Atlantic Ocean for many, many, many years. Well, not many years. I guess it was only like 2 years, I think. And then it got scuttled. They scuttled it, actually. They got cornered by the British. Not me repeatedly dying in cruisers and destroyers, because I constantly broadside. Hello, Jute. How are you, friend? I hope well. Are you having a lovely night? I hope so. Those you don't know Jute, they are very good and cozy streamer. Give them a check.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Enemy? Why? For out there an enemy. Can I... Ooh, please get that other gun turned before I'm detected. It's not going to. I'll be detected before the main gun comes on. I hit, but nothing in the place I needed to hit it. The Dallas is like a one-hit shot if I can get both guns online. Leg on, yeah. Where are you going? I'm just going to fire those to distract him. I'm not really worried about it. Not yet. I'll have to worry about it in a moment. I want to get the Dallas. It's paper thin. Legonia is in shooting range, and so is the enemy destroyer. Are both guns targeting now? Yes. Alright, I'll turn off. There's a good chance that that destroyer probably launched torpedoes. Somebody launched torpedoes. Who was that? Oh no, I'm going to go broadside to a battleship. Not an amazing idea. Of course, front, back, it doesn't really matter. That ship will cut me in half if I don't dodge its shell outright.
The ship is on fire.
How did that miss? I didn't even get anything on that. Thank you, sonar. I'd probably rode right into those. Somebody's over here. Come on, reload, reload. Good shells. They're just not very many bullets to these shells. Alright, he's going up from behind. That's fine. I have to... I think they're going to the cap. These aren't human players, so they do weird things. For example, the destroyer's just trying to go directly into the cap. It doesn't care if I see it. And you, Mr. Iron Duke, where are you going? I don't need my torpedoes at the moment. I'll fire them there. Can I just tap him to get him not to cap, please? No. I've got to slow almost to a complete halt because I didn't turn. I did not. Oh. I got somebody. Who got hit? Was it the Legonia or was it the Iron Duke? Iron Duke, because he's chasing me. How appropriate. I'm being chased by a British ship. I mean, that makes sense, but... I almost didn't make this turn. That was my bad. Completely my fault. Where's the destroyer? Spotter plane. Go find the destroyer, please. Oh, never mind. There's the destroyer coming out to greet us. He just wants to say hello. Actually, he wants to torpedo me in the worst way possible.
The ship is on fire.
Oh, I'm not going to do much with AP. Can I knock out its rudders at least?
We destroyed an enemy.
No, those are bad. Those are bad.
Problem solved, sir.
Take your own medicine. I like the fact that in our galaxy, we are like the backwater outskirts, the hillbillies of the intergalactic society. Oh, that's why hillbillies. Okay. Because that's technically a derogatory. Yeah, held for race, ethnicity, or religion. I don't know why that one particularly. I'm going to leave it, though. I did read what you said. As opposed to what most people might think, even being remotely close to the center of the galaxy. We are kind of the backwater, aren't we? I don't know. You didn't use it derogatory. Well, I guess you kind of did. We are kind of the, I guess they'd say the rednecks of the galaxy, right? I don't know. I don't see anything. I'm going to leave it. I have the auto mod set up really, really tight because I never know what people are going to come up with, and I've trained it to be as picky as possible. Why? Because if somebody says something like what just happened, I can at least read it and see what's going on with it and evaluate how it's being used. Going back to a destroyer for another round here. No, I've been in trouble a few times tonight, Jude. I got in trouble with a carrier, and I managed to get out of that. It was a little bit of a sticky situation. Charge. I do charge a lot with my ships. In AI battles, I play completely different than I do in versus players. Oh no, I'm from Kentucky. I didn't think you were just joking, so I didn't see you directing it at a group of people and being mean. It's not your fault, like I said. If you ever have a message held on our channel, it's not necessarily that you messed up. It's I have the auto mod set to an incredibly high state. I would rather have the option to evaluate the message and see if it's appropriate for the conversation and let it go through or not. I can always read the person's message and see what they said and at least acknowledge it in the dialogue. But I don't need to put it up on the screen sometimes because maybe it was something that's slightly offensive to someone. Irregardless, it just gives me options. And being a PG channel, I can't be too careful. I'm a scouting boat. I'm a scouting boat until I turn into a torpedo. Which will probably happen sooner than later. I really don't like to hold on to my torpedoes too long because you can use those for screening. Again, I wouldn't activate sonar this early on, unless I was already in smoke and I was waiting, but I know that the AI is just ridiculous with their torpedoes, so I'm activating it to screen and see if the enemy has come up with anything. 5.5, I can wait a second. Looks like my team is not interested in shooting at the Podvosky. But he'll be very interested in shooting at me.
Smoke generator started.
Wow, all the shells are just straddling right by him. I can't do much with that. Maybe if I shoot a little bit lower, I'm trying to get a cross-section on him. I mean, he's smart. The AI is smart for not, you know, traveling directly in front.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Oh no! Off to our bow. Captain! Cruisers. Enemy cruisers. Where'd they come from? I don't know. They were just there. Well, we have guns. Use them. Good job, Ensign. Do it again.
Enemy cruiser fired.
But Captain, we had the perfect... No, do it again. I'm the captain of this ship. I say what we can hit and not. Oh, jeez. No, too thick. Not getting through that. I didn't think we would. Can you hold on a second, Bill? We're reloading the torpedoes. A little bit of an engineering snafu here. Or that. That worked.
Our victory is in sight.
Oh, they're not looking at me. It's the emerald that's about to be a problem. Change. Go to AP. All right, go to AP. We're going to AP, sir. Have you switched to AP yet? Yes, sir. One reloading the torpedoes as you say. It's not fast enough. Well, it's as fast as the crew's going today. Maybe you should have given more coffee rations. Well, there'll be disciplinary committee for this. Emerald, you have to let me hit you in the broadside. I know, I'm gonna get torpedoed. Open fire. Dodge those torpedoes. Aye, sir, aye.
Direct front.
Jolly good shot. Yes, congratulations, sir, on another victory. Well earned. Do. I say, who blew the horn? Was supposed to be undercover, you know.
Engine boost.
Well, sir, I think we were supposed to alert the team what we were doing. No, just go after that Tennessee. We're more than a match, aren't we? Well, sir, she's a battleship. We're a destroyer. And? It's a ship. Aye, sir, that she is. Get us closer. I want to hit it with my sword. I sir, it's not advisable, but we'll do what you say. Closer. Closer, fools. And take this jolly good one. Well, that'll teach him. That's so cute, narrating the crew. I just do that sometimes when I have this image in my head of what the crew's doing, because I'm so loopy. It doesn't help, like, that got cemented when I watched, what are they called? Oh gosh, I just lost their name. There was on YouTube, their channel did this thing with the crew, and it was hilarious. Oh, Viva La Dirt did it. Yeah, I think it was Viva La Dirt, and there was another group that did a crossover with them, and it was funny. When's the intruder in the barrel arc starting? Oh, the intruder in the barrel. It's yeah, you mean the stowaway stalling who's still in their crate, and it's the ammunition crate, and the exact bullet that you need to pull is in the crate that the stowaway is in, and then we have to go into battle, and we have a civilian on board, and we have to decide what to do with them. Make them walk the plank. I relate so hard when I'm alone in strategy games. I love to do that, just giving them all this whole story. Oh yeah, I like doing that as well. You know what's really fun, Viv, is when you're in a when you're in a group of people in like an adventure game, and you start mimicking the other people on your team and going into little like scenarios with them. Like I remember one time in Ark, we were heading off to a very, very dangerous cave. Mind you, this is in the early days of Ark when like nobody knew anything about the game. So we were loading up for an expedition, and we're going to this cave. And we don't have any dinosaurs or anything because we're just new to the game, and we're going in a long trail. There's about, I think, 8 of us. We're in a party, and we're all heading to this cave. And we're marching through the jungle, and our leader was going on in the Discord mic about like what the cave was going to have and what predators we'd run into. And I was at the back mocking them, and I was going, "Yes, sir, yes. And perhaps we'll meet some very cuddly raptors along the way." And I was giving them a voice, and they Would you be quiet back there? The rest of the group was laughing and having a good time at their expense, but, you know, it ended up that we did get beset upon by raptors and lost a few of our party. And then we had to make camp for like 2 days while they backtracked and found their way back to their loot bag. That was a whole story unto itself. That journey that I'm talking about actually did take us 8 hours of in-game play to get there. That was hilarious. That was in the very, very early days of Ark, like back when it was still in beta. No one knew how to tame dinosaurs. Nobody knew what they were doing. Everybody was running on rumors that they had heard in Discord or on one of the other servers. Turn them into ammunition. Yeah. What should we do with the stowaways, huh? I don't know. Where were they? In the ammunition crate. Oh, can we load them into the cannon? Nah, sir. The cannon's only 8 inches wide. It's probably not going to fit them. Well, do we have a plank? No, sir, they did away with those in about the beginning of the turn of the century. I think it's actually illegal now. Oh. Well, what other things can we do? There's a kitchen. Oh, we're not going to eat them. We're not that uncivilized. No, sir, they can cut potatoes. Oh, yes, jolly good. Send them to the kitchen. They can cut potatoes. Hello, friend. How are you doing? Hello, Red Lunatic. How are you doing? Don't mind the conversation. We were talking about stowaways on ships. I promise we were not talking about eating them. What a conversation to walk into. For those of you who don't know, Red Lunatic, that's who we raided this morning. They're a variety streamer and an artist. Give them a look, shall you? All right. Oh no, don't do that. I'm humming a copyrighted song. Yeah, ever since we watched SpongeBob the other day in the Discord, I have been humming the SpongeBob song, and I need to stop. It's copyrighted. If you all hear me humming that song, stop me, please. I can't finish the tune. I could just see one of the bots being like uber sensitive and picking up on it and muting the VOD. Alright, I am declaring a break. I know you just got here, Red Lunatic, but perhaps you need a stretch break. I've been going for a little over an hour. I need to refill my coffee and just get up and stretch for a little bit. I highly recommend everybody to do the same. We've been sitting for an hour. I don't like it if people sit. It's not a good thing to sit for more than an hour in one spot. It's not good for your blood flow or anything, really, for that matter. It's a good idea. Get up, stretch, walk around, go get yourself some hydration. Good time to get some snacks. We'll be here for a little while this evening. When we get back, I think I'm going to switch over to person versus person. And if anyone would like to join me, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good time zone. Wherever you are, I hope you are having a lovely day. So today, for our stream, we're going to be in World of Warship Legends, and I'm hoping to do some versus AI and some PvP, and we'll check out the new events that are going on, and it should be a lovely stream today. Oh no. Gentex, why are you looking at me like that? Please tell me nobody hit the red button. Was it charged? Was anybody in the room with us? No? Okay. Hello, Viv, Mr. Kimetsu, Red Lunatic, everyone. Welcome in. It seems we've experienced a temporal setback. I'm trying to compensate for it. Gentex is a little upset at me. They said that I should have turned off the red button. Who hit the red button? I have a sign on it. Don't hit it. Oh, temporal vortex. Nobody seems to have been trapped with us. That's a good sign. But I do believe we were already in the middle of a stream. Were we, Gentex, in the middle of a stream? Oh, we were about to take a break? Oh, dear. Okay, it seems I had declared a self-care break, and at that very second, somebody sent me spiraling into a time zone. I'm trying to figure out where I was. Who lives... Oh, you're singing the song, Viv, that I asked everybody not to, you remind me not to sing that. It's copyrighted. Welcome back, have a nice break. Gentex has fixed everything, I think. They're recompensating for the temporal shift. Nobody was trapped with us. I think we were about to go on our break. Oh, it's okay, Red Lunatic. It takes quite a long time to charge mana. It's only usable about once per day. I found on your planet, mana is a scarce resource, only available about once a day. It takes me quite a while to build that up. Oh, by the way, Ten asked Gentex what nail polish color they prefer. I believe they said they prefer not to have polish at all. Except bronze polish. They love that. I have to do that daily to them. Alright, I will be right back. Again, self-care. I will repeat this. I'll also put up the Discord link for anybody who would like to join us in the Discord. I'll probably be hanging out there later this evening and trying to play some, bronze it is. I'll let them know, Viv. All right, I'm back. I hope everybody had a good break. Thank you for being patient. I went and made my coffee up and had a stretch. Everybody's talking. Let's see, about what are you all talking about? Oh, about doing some TikToks. I've still looked into that. I don't trust them enough yet to go over there, but maybe eventually one day. I do like some of the videos I catch off of there, and I post them sometimes when I see them. The dragon is built very much like the one for Cops. Oh, geez, the other night Cops. That was a lot of fun in the Discord. Yeah, if anyone wants to watch cartoons with us, by the way, we do that pretty frequently in the Discord. It's just one of the things we like to do to hang out. So if you want to join, just make sure that when you get there, you read the rules and you hit the little check mark. It's the only tag you need, and I don't use it to ping anyone, so don't worry. It's just used there as a bot check. Alright, what should I do next? I want to do the Ranger again, because I just want to goof off and have some fun. Then maybe we'll tackle some actual player versus player matches. I don't trust TikTok, but at the same time, basically any social media website has my information already to the extent TikTok does. Yeah, true, but it's what TikTok does with it. I don't trust the people who own it. If this tells you anything, Viv, I trust Amazon more with my information than I do TikTok. Alright, we're gonna go forward. Why? I don't know. Men, Red Team has everything. They've got bigger guns, more ships, better pilots. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Action stations.
They have better guns, more ships, better pilots than we do. Better equipment, bigger ships. But there's one thing they don't have. What's that, sir? Me. We will prevail because I am your captain, and I say so. Hello, Blaze. How are you doing? Thank you for claiming the first. And I hope you are having a good evening. Alright. Carrier's heading in. We'll win now. Dropping my fighter pilots. Why? Because I feel like it. An anonymous gifter gave Blaze a tier 1 sub. Well, anonymous, whoever you are, thank you very much for gifting Blaze a sub. Blaze, enjoy your emotes and your commercial-free viewing, friend. Welcome aboard. You have the pleasure of being on the USS Ranger with Tinsera in charge of it. I warn you, I am a bit crazy when it comes to the carrier piloting. I just kind of charge into battle. Don't mess up or I'll send you to the kitchen. It's alright, all the fun people are in the kitchen anyway, and they know it. I'm just flying around like a maniac, just dropping torpedoes wherever I will. Can I get the... Oh, right at the back. No, 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 no. Don't shoot down the last one. I need him. No. No. Maybe that one will hit. I don't care. We're going straight forward. I know there's torpedoes. I did get one of them. All right, that worked. There's torpedoes there, good sir. You might want to slam on the brakes, Ismail. Yeah, I was just gonna say, they're gonna take that out before I can get to it. I don't care. New target. Again, they have me as the captain. How can they beat us? But sir, they have more people, bigger guns. That's alright, Ensign. Well, we have Me. We'll be fine. You must trust in your captain. Even though I've done nothing to earn it. Oh, it straddled it. It just went on both sides. Ugh. RNG is not kind to me with bombers, by the way. Not on this class. Now, if I'm playing the British, oh, geez, yeah, I do good.
Our team has taken the lead.
Ah, direct hit, 5,000 damage. That's not bad. I'll take it. Let's continue. I'm going to go all the way to the back of the map. Let's go find the carrier. I want to go find the enemy carrier and hit him with my sword. You there, Ismail. You shall be torpedoed. Why? Because I say so. That's right. Stop right there. Strafing run. Captain, our torpedoes are ineffective. I don't care. Order more men into the sky. Load torpedoes. As you say, sir. We lost all of our bombers. I think I've got him. Maybe. Please let me get him with guns. That'll be great. Oh, actually, I might get my wish. There goes the Ismail. That's done. That is a done ship. It's well cooked. Alright, scouting mission for the enemy carrier. Carry on as you were, men. See, I told you. With me at the helm of this ship, we are indestructible. Aye, sir, aye. Now get me my coffee. And my good slippers. I'm going to the deck. I want to see this enemy carrier. Oh, and fetch me my bronze sword. Your ceremonial sword, sir? Yes, that one. Come on, set a fire. I did. I got a fire. Oh, I was trying to hit the front of the deck. I did. Oh, ow, ooh, ow, oof. I just lost the whole squadron for that. Oh, it's okay. We won. Even though I lost the entire squadron. Whoops. As any good pirate captain should do. Never mess with the people in the kitchen. They can make something far more deadly than your torpedoes. Yeah, I guess they turn everybody on the ship into a walking time bomb. Don't mind Lou in the kitchen. They add spice to everything. Everything, sir? Yes, everything. That was not the battle I was looking for, though. I'm gonna go again. I know I said I'd go over to PvP, but I was looking for a much more interesting fight. It was worth it just for the fire. Oh, I was laughing. I almost choked on my coffee. Sir, even the milk is spicy. The milk is spicy? What did they put in it? Pumpkin, maybe? No, we don't have any pumpkin on board. Oh, dear. Meanwhile, the chef is in the kitchen. They'll never guess that I'm using the back store of gunpowder for the milk.
Good luck, everyone.
It looks like pepper. Nobody will notice the difference. Oh, come on, come on. It won't let me auto-plot there. Fine, I'll auto-plot behind it. Let me auto-plot behind it. That'll work.
Stations.
I only ever get one shot at carriers, then lose the whole squadron. Later on, you can avoid that, Mr. Kyatsu. Some of the later carriers actually have something called evasive maneuvers. Not these early guys, though. They don't have that. Oh, look, a landing strip. Sick. Can we sit down there? I heard they had cookies. No. You're on a scouting run. Keep going. We'll land there afterwards. That'll be your reward if you sink something. Ah, enemy bombers. Very low flying enemy bombers. Uh-oh. I have a British carrier on my hands, don't I? Yes, the Furious. Alright. I'm going to duck out of there because I dropped fighters. I called fighters to the area.
Enemy force detected.
They flew right through those fighters. Wow. That's because of how low the British fly. Oh, geez. I wasn't paying attention. There's the destroyer. They're very hard to hit. You have to go really far ahead and drop them and hope that you just hit them. I have no problem hitting them with the British. But the American bombers, yeah, not so much luck with them. It's alright. I mean, if I could get him to slam on the brakes, he might hit a torpedo or get bombed into oblivion by something else. Yeah, I like that. Alright, recall them. Let's go this way. How can you tell just by how they fly? Yeah, the British, Viv, use the swordfish bomber. At this tier, they're still using swordfish unless it's a fully upgraded. And the swordfish fly incredibly low to the water. And I was much higher. Just like the German planes fly really high. They're almost in the clouds. Oh, that one's... Yeah, he was going to sink. I'll just drop early. Ow, this guy activated AA defense. That's not fair. I could tell. Look at the flak. It's everywhere. Boom! Oh, jeez, lost another one. Joe! Not Joe! We'll avenge you. Maybe. That's going to cause him to turn and or get hit. I don't care. Forward! But sir, there's a ship coming to us and they have torpedoes. I don't care. Oh jeez, I missed that.
Enemy destroyer
Ooh,
found.
I took out the enemy destroyer with my cannons. I'm doing something right. Please take that guy out, though, because one set of torpedoes and we're done. Yeah, I got him.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Ooh, I got to see that from an air shot. This is what happens, by the way, if you make a carrier into a secondary build and you put a secondary battleship captain in control. Yes, I did that. I don't have a carrier captain on there. I have a battleship captain for the increased accuracy and damage on secondaries. Oh no, the Tennessee's about to suffer the fate it did at Pearl Harbor. It's going to get bombed out. So, we're taking damage. Immense amounts of damage. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Tennessee's going to get me, probably. I was going to see how long I could travel into the fray. Obviously, I've met my match at this point. He gets one more shot, and we're probably done for. I'm seeing if I can't... Nope, I'm not going to get one more bomber. That's alright. I think he's got me after this.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Yep. I made it out with one more set of torpedo bombers, and that's it. Can we win? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Ooh, I was hoping I'd last longer, but that battleship put the brakes on me. Almost. Almost. I'm going to try and dodge as much flak as I can. If I could just get one more torpedo and cause flooding, probably get him. At least avenge myself. And it's pretty straight on. This should hit. Come on, avenge me.
Enemy battleship
The captain's up on the deck, pointing at it, laughing. Sir, you just lost a couple $1 billion ship. I don't care. We won. We're sinking, sir. Oh, I know. Get on the life raft. Yeah, it's the Furious. There it is. Oof, they've got a lot of secondaries too if you build for it. Let's see. Pensacola is definitely going to tear that thing apart, though. Yeah. That's not a match right there that you want to see. Pensacola at close range is scary. It might be made of gasoline and rags, but if it can get close enough and get all of its cannons bearing on you, it can take you down pretty quick. Let's see, the New York. Oh, they have the fancy skin on it. I like that one. That's pretty. I like to look at everybody's skins in the game, too. Ooh, I like the New Mexico. Ooh, the New Mexico has some really pretty skin. At first, I actually thought that was the CC skin. That's the, I think that was from the Asian festival. Did look a lot like the CC skin. Cloudy Sixer. Well, I don't recognize the name. Could be one, though. They don't normally play NAI battles, though. The community contributors are way better than that. They typically just stay in PvP matches. Maybe when they're off-stream, they play in this? I don't know. What else should I play? Ooh, I haven't taken the Leon out for a while. Why not? The British fly significantly lower than the rest of... That was a close one. Almost dropped those torpedoes too late. Just about, yeah, I cut it as close as I could, Mr. Kiatsu. They... That's a common mistake that people make. It's actually a tactic that you can use, though, is dropping a torpedo under destroyers. That's actually how I get destroyers. I purposely make it look like I'm going to drop too late, right? And the destroyer doesn't realize the torpedoes pop up under the other side of the destroyer and they turn into my torpedoes as they're coming up. I don't think you get as much damage that way, but it's kind of funny. Now, for some Italians. Why not? I like this little destroyer. It's very good. It has a good many guns. Very, very long-range torpedoes. They're stealthy. Let me see. The range on the torpedo. Yeah, 11 kilometer torpedoes. That's pretty unrealistic. It's a very stealthy ship. And it has traveling smokescreen, which I like. I like that a lot. That's always fun. I like to get rid of the torpedoes as early as I can because they're real long range, but Italian torpedoes are very slow, as you can see. So, stealthy, but slow. You have to have a lot of pre-planning on them. Yeah, you mentioned that the other day, and I've managed to pull it off once or twice. Oh, good. You have seen it, Mr. Kiatsu? Yeah, it's not like, it's not a strategy that you're going to pull off all the time, but after you've practiced it a bit, you see what I'm talking about. You drop the torpedo like right over top of them. The torpedo straddles their ship. They think they're safe, so they cut to the right or the left, and they run smack into the torpedo as it's coming up out of the water because they didn't see it. They think it disarmed. It didn't disarm, it just hasn't come up out of the water yet. Now, if you hit the ship with the torpedo before it arms, yeah, then you're done. You're not going to get any effect from that, really. The Mayhan saw me. No, I actually outgunned him, so I might be able to get him. It's a good ship, don't get me wrong. I mean, the Mayhan's very vicious, but he doesn't have cruiser caliber cannons like this thing does. Ooh, I did not knock its, yeah, I was hoping the engine would knock out. He's probably going to get torpedo range before I can get away. Yep, there we go. That's what I needed. Now I can get away. Even if he has to repair that, it's going to take him a second, and that's what I needed. Just a second to get away. Stay there. I don't think those will hit him, but again, the Italian torpedoes, you kind of have to just abandon them. You're not going to get to use those like you do with the Benson or the Clemson or any of those American ones. They're just too slow. You kind of have to just use them and forget about them and hope that somebody foolishly falls for them. Matter of fact, I think I've only ever destroyed maybe 3 ships total since I've owned this thing, the torpedoes. I get them mostly with the cannons. No one expects those little guns to hit as hard as they do, but they do hit pretty hard. Oh no, you spotted me. I want the cap, though. Somebody's in the smoke screen still, actually. You know what? This guy, this is why we haven't... Yeah, his guns aren't turned. He's trying to turn his guns, but he hasn't managed to do it yet. I'm only getting away with this because he hasn't fully turned his guns. Now, the secondaries came online. That's not good. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh, I did get him with one. Nice. As you can see, they chunk for a good bit of damage. They're just not, they're not very quick. Get away, get away. His secondaries are hurt. Ow. Oh, guns are looking at me. I need to get out of here. Evasive action. Hopefully. You'd be shocked how hard it is to hit a destroyer fleeing from you if you just, like, wobble the back end of your ship. I've lost so many people doing that. Alright, dumping torpedoes behind me. Maybe that'll slow him down. I'm going to lose that cap, so I'm going to the next one. I can't take him on in head-on combat. Not yet, anyway. Barely taking the lead. What are you talking about, announcer? Oh, they're actually doing a number on this team, and this is just AI battles. The AI's kind of winning in this fight.
Smoke generator started.
Half speed, so I don't come out of my own smoke screen. You can hear the cannons on this. They're really good. And they do lots of damage when they hit the superstructure on ships, but yeah. Torpedoes are a little bunk, but I do like the guns on this thing. Yeah, there we go. I'm not great at torpedoes in general. Outside the planes, most of my kills come from my guns. In my book, that's a win. I love playing the carriers that way. It's so fun. I keep saying I'm going to go into PvP, but I'm having so much fun with the AI battles. I'll admit it, I have more fun in AI battles than I do in the person versus person. Not that I'm terribly bad at the game in PvP. It's just that the challenge for the game doesn't lie there anymore. It's mostly just me goofing off. I've got all the achievements I need out of the person versus person, and once I got those, I don't know. Maybe it's not the same for everyone, but I kind of felt like I beat the game, and there was no need to play there anymore. So now it's about collecting the ships and goofing off with them and trying to make builds that are unorthodox, I guess you call it. And doing dumb things like this that I don't do in PvP. I don't want to be responsible of costing players their credits and energy. And since you can only have one carrier per team, I don't do these kinds of things in PvP. But in PvE, basically one battleship can win the entire match by themselves, so I don't mind it. And I'm not alone. A lot of people here are just, you know, testing. Like, there's a Katori. That's a test ship, actually. A training vessel for the Japanese Navy. I don't even know if it was used in the war. I don't think so. But it was a training ship. It's kind of fun to play, though. Not the most competitive thing, but it has some interesting things for only being a tier 2. I don't think anyone's in the water in front of me. I'm just dropping that to get one of them sent home. Because I'm pretty sure I'll lose a couple of them. What ship am I going against? Though the Dane and or the Destroyer. Yeah, I don't think I can do it with the British. Their torpedoes are too slow. Let me see. So with a Destroyer, you can see they're so much faster than you. So what you have to do is kind of fire the torpedo ahead of them. Yeah, I didn't get it. And hope that it pops up under them on the other side. This one just smacked into it and it didn't do anything, but that's alright. I am keeping him spotted, so there's that. Let's see if we can hit him this time by shooting really far ahead. Ooh, he's gunning for me. I may get knocked out of this real quick. And did it hit him? No. It was close, though. As you can see, it kind of came close. Ooh, he's so quick. I launched it. Oh, wow. Yeah, he was real quick. I can't even get close to this guy. Did they get the Destroyer? Ah, they did. Alright, I was going to say that would hurt. There's why I like the British. Oh, hit the Citadel with that. That's neat. No, I didn't bomb the Citadel, did I? Nah, that had to have been a secondary hit. Hit him in the Citadel. The Dane is rather weak armor, so that would make sense. I do love the British bombers, though. This is a really fun way to play. It'd be neat if you could select that option for, like, any of your ships, but it would take away, I guess, from what makes the British unique in the game. Oh, I beached. Autopilot, what are you doing? Not obviously allowing me to get in here and fight. Oh, they're going to get me with a broadside. Don't ask how that plane took off. It's magic. Just works. Oh, I'm not gonna have time to line up for a broadside. I might. This is a single shot torpedo, though. I might be able to guide it right to the back side of the ship. It's fairly not armored there. Let's see. Come on! I only need it to hit. Oh, good, good. That guy protected me. Whew. When I take destroyers and cruisers into PvP, I get wrecked pretty quick. You can learn them. Yeah, cruisers are notoriously one-shotted by players in PvP. It's kind of a joke. It also helps, by the way, that ship. Oh, here, let's look at the Rhine. We haven't looked at the German one. This is the one with the ultra-high flying. Exact opposite of what we were just playing. Yeah, cruisers are... they're not my favorite to play, but they are good. I mean, cruisers are just really interesting because they have so many classes. You've got light cruisers, heavy cruisers, and then basically, British wouldn't like me saying this, but battle cruisers. Kind of a hybrid between the two, and... they come in all shapes and sizes. They're a very versatile support craft. Some of them are some of the best damage dealers in the game. But ultimately, they can be one-shot by about everything in the game. Hello, Morgan the Great. How are you doing, friend? Welcome in. Oh, I'm doing well. We're in here playing warships tonight. Ah, pardon. Had to catch a sneeze.
Let's give them a hard time.
And we're just goofing off in AI battles at the moment. I was going to show everybody the Rhine.
Battle starts.
Alright, Viv, so you know how the other, you were like, how did you know? Because they flew really low? Watch the Germans, they're a lot different. Okay, so the Germans fly extra high. I'm still climbing, by the way. There you go. So if you want to get the best aerial view in the game that you can, play a German carrier. Yeah, this is as high as you can go in the game, is with the German ships. It does actually make them incredibly hard to shoot down.
Enemy force detected.
You practically have to rely on your Bofors. The other machine guns and stuff just can't get this high. I need a good target to show these. They also drop incredibly heavy bombs, so you'll get to see how heavy these are in a moment. Probably should go for the destroyer, but I'll never make him. So, let me... Oh, another destroyer trying to shoot at me. As you can see, I'm flying above most of the flak there. Alright. A little difficult to line these guys up, because you have to pre-think where they're going to be by the time your craft get down there. Yep, it went right through to the Citadel. Now, that's what the Germans do. They drop bombs and they go straight through the deck plating because of how high we are up in the air. Ooh, I didn't go through that time. That was still a good hit. Scored a decent hit on the Wyoming. Not going to get to do that again. Oh no, there's a destroyer coming after me. I need to turn away. I'm probably not going to make that in time, but I'll try to get them with the torpedoes. Go secondaries, baby? No, it's launching torpedoes, I can already tell. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I could probably get him. Ah, secondaries got him.
Enemy destroyer.
We'll just do a flyby of our carrier. Why not? By the way, that's us down there. It's kind of weird being able to see yourself in the game. That's one of the cool things, though, with carriers. You can actually see yourself flying around. The ship's on autopilot, and I'm controlling the planes. Autopilot that way. Oh, the enemy has the Rhine as well. We need a banana for skin. Uh-oh. Is he going to eat those torpedoes? I hope so. Well, he didn't. He's still coming full speed at me. Late drop. We'll see if that pays off. Yeah, he turned away from the torpedoes. He should have turned in. Alright. Captain, they're getting closer. They're launching torpedoes. Oh no, I'm going to lose because of that. Ooh, watch it get blown up. Yeah, that got me. I knew it would. We made it away, Captain. On the only plane left on the ship. I would imagine that's really high up. Yeah. My computer goofed up for a bit. Oh no. Like the time I saw a small army of torpedoes coming for my carrier. Yeah, oh geez, the screenshot you sent me, Mr. Kieltsu, that was crazy. I like to think that the pilots just flew down, and when they saw there was no more target, they went by the ship waving, "Hi, Ma, hope you're well." I think I'm going to have to work on the German carriers. They're really, really fun, and actually there's a premium carrier in the game right now. Premium German. As a matter of fact, for the giveaway, that they're having on Twitter, Mr. Kyatsu, they said that we could ask for any one ship that's currently in the game, and I asked them to give me... I said, if I win, please, I want the Gaffsby, or the Graf Zeppelin. That was it. Last piece of damage I could get out of this battle. I think they're going to win, though, so I'm not too upset about it. That was a good fight. I mean, I am blatantly traveling forward in these aircraft carriers straight through the enemy lines. What can I expect? Yeah, let's go look at the German line. Kyatsu's interested in that one. Here is the German line. A lot of these ships didn't exist, by the way. I mean, some of the basic ones did up here. Dresden, Colbert, Karlsruhe. I think those all existed. I think that might be paper. Let me check. I can't remember if this was a paper one. No, this is 3. Okay, it's the next one in line. Wasn't one of these is paper, though. It didn't quite. York is real. No, this is the fake one. All right, never mind. I knew one of these didn't get made. It was just the upgrade of the Nuremberg. Yeah, most of the ships that existed were like, I think, up to the Tier 5 destroyer, the Tier 5. The Bismarck, that existed, of course. This did not. Here's their new one, the Tier 8. Oh, geez, I don't have this. Oh my, that's a big ship. What kind of, where did they get the blueprint for it? Let's read. A project developed as part of the program for a large-scale expansion of the German Navy, a further development of Bismarck-class battleships with more powerful main guns and enhanced AA defense. Year of design, 1939. Aha. So this would have been in, yeah, this would have been an upgraded Bismarck had the Germans kept building ships. All right. Look at the turbines on that thing. Holy smokes. By the way, those are gigantic. That means the engine room for this thing was massive. Actually, let's look at the armor real quick. I can get an idea for how big the engine room. Oh, geez. All right, take away all the armor. Here's the deck housing. Look at that. That's like a little city. So that's basically the running compartments where all the sailors were manning the ship. That's massive. Right below that is the deck housing, the plating, protecting the engine room. Still pretty good. Wow, 100. Those are very heavy. The gun's heavily armored. That's typical of battleships of the era. Decent torpedo protection, actually. Yeah, there's the bulkhead right there. Ah, this thing did have good torpedo protection. Wow. All right. What about basic underside armor? It's okay. It's not the greatest, but it had decent torpedo protection. That's fun. Oh, geez, they gave it 4. So it had 8, right? If I'm reading this, 406 millimeter guns. The secondaries are 105 millimeter. A lot of them, 16 actually to be exact of those. And then 150 millimeters, they had 12 150 millimeters. Wow. Tank guns. So the 105, yeah, that's a good tank weapon right there that we were talking about earlier. That's a chunky boy. Yeah, that's a bit of a chunky ship. Fairly chunky indeed. I should work up to that one, actually. I was on my way to the Bismarck. I want the Bismarck for historical reasons. Also because it's just really fun to play the Bismarck. It's a good secondary ship. The ship that I need to level. It's a tier 6. Right? Yeah, there it is. I like this ship. It's not bad. The Gneisenau. It's got torpedoes, which is interesting for a battleship. It makes all the players who play this have a persona. There's a direct personification of anyone who plays the Gneisenau. They just charge forward to get their torpedoes. And the reason for that, it's fairly obvious. If you're a battleship player, the one thing you don't get is torpedoes. So if you're playing through the German line and all of a sudden you wind up on the ship that has torpedoes, you're probably like, oh, wait. I'm a battleship with torpedoes. The sad part is, the sad thing is, this actually isn't a battleship. It was more of a battle cruiser. You don't have the armor that the other battleships have. So charging straight in doesn't always end well for you. That's why it had torpedoes. It was closer in kin to the Gaffsby, actually. Good guns on it, though. Nice secondary build on mine. Oh, I'm charging forward. Now, I did select PvP, so I'll try not to go as recklessly, but I do want to help them capture the cat. Contrary to me goofing off and saying that I'm a potato, I try not to potato on the back line. If I'm going to be a potato, it'll be up on the front line somewhere, blowing things up, hopefully. Sadly, this ship has a big silhouette, and I do not have finished camo for it, so I will be spotted very quickly. 14.6 kilometers, to be exact. A couple miles away, I'm going to be seen. That's alright. Oh, that's the Southern Dragon. It's got a really pretty camo. It's a Miyoko. A Japanese cruiser, but it's reskinned for the the Japanese New Year's event. What's this one? Oh, an Exeter. That's a fine ship. That's a very, very powerful cruiser. What type of a potato, though? Steamed, grilled, baked, raw, mashed? Do you have to ask, Viv? Steamed. All my machinery is run on steam power. I'd have to steam the potatoes. Oh, geez, an enemy Gneisenor. The only way I'll beat it is if I'm a better shot. Slightly better shot in the first anyway. Ooh, I dodged the Helena. That's interesting. They overshot me. They are definitely going to set me on fire because they know that's their best chance to bring me to bear. Pensacola is being rather brave. All right, Pensacola, your funeral. You do realize I'm a secondary build ship, right? And I have torpedoes? No, probably not. I mean, this is what this ship excels at, by the way, is taking on multiple cruisers. Battleships? No, you'll lose. Cruisers? Yeah, you'll do just fine fighting cruisers. It's kind of the idea of this thing. They don't have torpedoes either, which is really interesting that they're trying to broadside me. And they blocked, I think they blocked the battleship. No, that guy got his off. Can I sail through it? Yes, yes, I'll sail right through it. Nice, nice. Alright, I'm going to go down to the destroyer. So my best bet is just to, let's just reveal them. I'm going to try to make their day a little worse. How about that? That's all I can do. I lost all my hit points already. Not that I'm really mad about it, because I did a lot of damage, and I am going to gravely wound the Akazuki. So for me, I'm not too worried that I don't get to stay in the match. It's fine. Oh, might get him, actually. Might get him. Yep, he's gone, and I don't think he had his torpedoes up. Well, I'm going to burn. Oh, no. I'm not going to make it. 30 seconds left to get my hill. 10 seconds to get my hill. Not going to happen. Boom. Yeah, I burned. It's alright. We did a lot of damage before we went down, so I consider that a successful mission. But see, now my team is in the same situation. You have two cruisers. They're good cruisers, but they're going up against a ship designed to beat cruisers. Oh, he's going to hit torpedoes, though. That's going to even the odds a lot. Oh, they got him. That Miyoko did it. The Exeter's torpedo hit it, and then the Miyoko's, I think, got it right there at the end. Yeah. Well, good job, those two. Hey, were they on a division? No, actually, it's the Pensacola and the Gaff Spear in a division. Ooh. I think that's going to wrap them up pretty nice. Ooh, there's my boy, a Venom. I'm sorry, I have a love relationship with this thing. I like it. It gets picked on all the time in the community because it's not like an American destroyer with all guns blazing and everything, but it's very cool. I like the Venom a lot. This is a very tactical destroyer, and you have to be careful because you'll be outspotted by, well, most of the Japanese ships at least. But you have these rapid-fire torpedoes. They're weak, by the way, really, really weak. That's why the ship gets made fun of. People want to torpedo battleships, and it takes all your torpedoes to bring down a battleship, but it's alright. What it's really good at is flushing out the enemy destroyers and getting them to reveal themselves and torpedoing them. It's not filled with guns. It's not American. No, that's the extent, Stalling. The Venom doesn't have enough weapons. I'm serious. Go and read the complaints about this. Everybody says, take away. Give us the option to have less torpedoes so we can have more guns. I'm like, come on. We already have how many guns on the other ships? Here, I'll show you. They won't do anything to this one because, and thankfully, I agree with this. I'm very happy with Wargaming's decision. They don't change the premium ships. Once you buy a ship and pay real-life money for it, you have it forever, and it will stay the same. They never debuff or buff them. Well, I shouldn't say that. They will buff a premium, but they won't degrade it in any form or fashion. You paid money for it. They're not going to take it away from you. Yeah, so there's the, here's the Venom, and I'll show you a ship of similar size, the USS Kidd. Do you see a distinct difference? This is why they got used to playing ships like the Kidd, which is fairly indicative of the American destroyer line. It only has one torpedo launcher right there in the center, and it has guns, 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 guns everywhere, all over the place. The Kidd will be a fearsome adversary to submarines, by the way. Look at the automated ejection racks on the back there. Those are for... It could just literally carpet bomb, if you will, an entire section of ocean against submarines. This thing was well designed to take down submarines. This is a good ship, too, anyway. I like it. I mean, I prefer the Venom. I like being sneaky and trying to support my team through subtle tactics. The Venom is just, oh, what would you call it? It's a small, sneaky boy. That's what it is. Which we're hoping to be very sneaky. In just a moment. Maybe. I will warn everybody, I sometimes have bad luck with this thing. Sometimes I have the best intentions to last as long as I can and do spotting. And, like, the enemy carrier will find me. And it'll be, like, right as my smoke screen wears out. Or I run headlong into a Japanese battleship. Or not a battleship, a cruiser that's just determined to find me and has sonar and, you know, things happen. Alright then, the enemy has more ships, better guns, more of them, better ships. Captain, that's not a very good pep talk. I'm not done. They don't have one thing that you have, men. What's that, sir? Me. I will get us through this. I'm better than all their ships and guns put together. Well, that's still not very reassuring, sir. Are you saying you don't believe in your captain? Oh, no, sir, that's not at all it. Fire the torpedoes. Why, sir? There's nothing there. Because I said so. Is that a problem, is it? No, no, sir. Firing torpedoes, as you say. Nothing at all. Thin air. Dumping thin air torpedoes. That's your word. Actually, there is a good tactic for that. First off, the Venom, I basically have unlimited torpedoes. It has a bunch of... Ooh, Akazuki. There we go. And I'm not worried about them hitting anything. I want people to steer away from the area, show their broadside to our team while I reveal them. Again, you have to kind of... You're using a tactical sense in this ship that you don't use with some of the other destroyers. Most of the other destroyers are like seek out and destroy things. The Venom's more of a... You have to think about what strategies you can get away with. And you don't have big guns. You don't have big torpedoes. So what do you have? Well, you're small and sneaky. And I know that the Akazuki's out here camping this circle. So I'm going to see if I can't do some damage with this. I just want to spot the Akazuki again and try to take the cap. As you can see, they saw my torpedoes a little bit ago due to sonar or their planes. And so they know I'm in the area. Now they're being really cautious and starting to turn away. But they're giving broadside to my team. And that's what you want. You just want to kind of harass the enemy. The game does reward you for this, by the way. You get spotting damage. So I'm okay with it. I don't mind being a support character. I'm used to being a white mage in RPGs. And as you can see, sometimes I get lucky and my torpedoes hit something. Hello, Retro. How are you doing, friend? Welcome in. We're playing some World of Warships, and I'm being sneaky. Or at least trying to be. There is an enemy in this cap with me, and I haven't found them yet. Oh, I know they're in here somewhere. The torpedoes are, like, right here, though. I should have spotted them by now. Captain, the torpedoes have been loaded. What would you like to fire at? Anything. Everything. Where are you? Ah, there's our friend the Akazuki. Oh, boy, did he see me? I think he did. Alright, if the Akazuki saw me, he's plotting exactly how fast am I going to come around the corner so he could torpedo me. Why? It's just, believe me, that's what Japanese... Just like I said, the German battleship wants to get close to you to torpedo you. Akazukis, they like to do nothing more than skirt the outside of the map and torpedo you. That's all they want to do. It's their existence. It seems I've been spotted by the enemy carrier, though, so I'll have to speed this up a little bit. Ow, he's a good shot, too.
Critical engine damage.
Alright, let's see if we can't help take down the Akazuki while I'm hiding from these planes. I just need to disable his engines. Get him from, so he doesn't flee. As I said, I don't have many guns, but I do have some. Can't tell if he's going backwards or forwards. Got him.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Lovely. Captain, what should we do next? Fire more torpedoes. But sir, we're not hitting anything. It's alright. I told you to fire them. Fire. We don't have to hit anything to be effective. This game, it just has so many crazy tactics to it. But indeed, that's why I like it. Oh, please, who saw me? Oh, gosh, there is... I didn't even see this. There's another destroyer out here, so I'm being spotted by yet another Akazuki, aren't I? Oh, no, actually a battleship back there hiding me. All right. I need to get out of here, but I'm trying to get this cap. It's... Please, please, please don't hit me. Oh, never mind. I did not realize that the other Akazuki or somebody's already back in this cap with me. Probably in my old smoke screen. Ah, I only had 3 seconds to go. Carrier. I need carrier support. Where is he?
Engine boost deactivated.
Dumping torpedoes off the port bow, sir. Good job, Benson. Keep it up. Alright. We really need a cap. They're beating us so bad in points. I know it looks like we're doing well, but we're not. They're actually, they're very much so winning by points. Point lead alone. Because I can't seem to get this center cap from them. Where is he? Now I guess the Baron's in here with me too, right? Probably. I don't know what's in here, because even the carrier's bombers returning home didn't see anything. It has to be... The Baron might be the only one here. Geez, that poor North Carolina keeps swimming into all my torpedoes. Well, shame on him. That's his fault.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
No! Hit the Baron. He's the one keeping us from capping, guys. We're losing because of this. When your team doesn't realize that they're losing by points. They think we're doing great. They're like, yeah, hey guys, we're doing wonderful. No, we haven't been able to secure one cap. We're not doing well. I have to risk. I don't normally shoot at things, but I'm going to risk it to try and distract him. And I know I'm going into cover here in just a moment. I should be hidden from that one and that one. 10.8. The Normandy can see me, I think. And the Normandy's going after our carrier. That's great. Lovely. There's still 2 destroyers on the map, too, so I'm not alone. This one in the cap is so annoying. Where are they? I really hope our carrier moved off. Oh, we got the cap. So that was the Baron, was the only thing in it. Now that will save us. For a bit, not long. I need to get over here and take A. Hello, Grand Admiral Nimitz. Oh, look, I am graced by Grand Admiral Nimitz. Thank you for the follow, friend. I hope you are having a lovely evening. Welcome to our community. Hope you enjoy your stay. Playing some World of Warships at the moment. We just switched over, actually, to PvP. And I was just goofing off initially. I thought we were doing fairly well, but it's it's not going well. You can see I've gotten some torpedo strikes. The enemy surrounds me on all sides. And the only way we're going to win is if I take their caps and force the destroyers out of their hiding spots, which I highly doubt they're going to come out of their hiding spots willingly. That's just in case he starts backing up to shoot at the other guy. Where is the other destroyer? I'm firing screening torpedoes. Oh, come on. I need to make it to the cap before he sees me. I really don't want to waste my smoke here. Where's the new option? No, it doesn't matter. I'm spotted. Now I need to shoot them down. Yeah, he saw me because of the other. Bad torpedo drop on his part. But that's good. That might actually mean he's not the world's greatest carrier. He should have been using bombers anyway. I can hide in a moment. I just didn't want to hide yet because I've only got that last smoke screen and I need to use it to take a cap. Oh, geez. Really? Right in front of me? He's going to dump torpedoes. No doubt about that. Indeed, he's already dumped torpedoes. I've got one option only. Go after him. Yeah, I'm the only one left. He's got better guns than me. So I don't know how this is going to go. Probably not well. He's disabled, but he's firing torpedoes right now. That's why he's not shooting. If I could take him down, at least it'd be an accomplishment. I'm trying. I don't think I can get him. Got him.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Did he not get torpedoes off? Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, I only have 1,000 health. He switched to bombers. I'm done. There's nothing I could do. I don't have the AA to keep this up. No. British, it's too easy to take out destroyers with. Oh, I gave it my all. I'm actually not worried. I had fun in that battle. It was just a shame that the team, they didn't realize that they were losing by points so badly. Look who was at the top too. That was that Yakuza. Yeah, they're stealthy. Who else did a lot of damage in that? Somebody had to have. Oh, it was the 2 destroyers. This North Carolina probably was just finishing off what the destroyers started. That's alright. I'm proud. I took out their top player. I did what I could, as you can see. Decent amount of damage. For the Benham, anyway. It's mostly a spotting ship. You're on the Republic. Oh, wait. Do you have the Republic? Is that the ship that's being given away? No, that was given away before, I think. That is a premium, isn't it? Let me go look. Republic. It's French. Yeah, that's not tech tree. I think that's... I had to check because they added all the new tier 8. Yeah, the campaign ship. I think that is the campaign. Or it was a campaign. I want to look at the new campaign ship. To tell you, I will admit this. I'm normally better at this, but I didn't even bother to look at it because I wasn't interested in another... I wasn't interested in another French battleship. I have 2 really good ones. Don't really need another. Ah, yeah, paper ship. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, geez. It has 431mm cannons. That's pretty good. Not half bad secondary armament. 431mm. Wow. Yeah, but it's a tier 8. That's why. It's in the new super class ships. It's in the tier 8 right before legendary. So it needs those because it's going up against all the legendary ships. Ooh, that's cool. It does have the engine boost. It is French. It should have that. No choice for AA, just the other. 76,000 hit points. 55% torpedo reduction. Ooh, armament durability. That's cool. Standard Lefer on the other. Oh, concealment systems. That could be interesting. Did you actually win it already, Grand Admiral? Because you could give us all an idea of what it's like. I've dev struck a main at less than 10 kilometers on near full hit points. Ooh, that would have been a lot of Citadel hits. That's nice. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's got 431mm. That's good penetration on that, even at close range. So the Republic is worth going after. I had thought about buying into the campaign, Grand Admiral, but so far the big thing I was looking at was saving my gold for all the event ships that came up. I am a very casual player, so as you can see, watch, I'll show you what I spent my money on the other week. Where is it? Laugh all you want. I've been having fun with this thing. Here's what I spent my gold on. I bought the package. I had to get the Orc. This thing's so much fun. It's not the greatest destroyer, but it's very fun. Very, very fun ship. I have no clue what that means, but I'm very proud of you nonetheless, Grand Admiral. The term devstruck, Viv, means that in one volley you took out an enemy ship at typically near full hit points. It can happen in the game, especially if someone goes broadside to you and you're fully loaded, you've got good shot at their waterline, you'll probably take them out in one hit. And people refer to it as a dev struck because you were just, it's like the developer just erased you from the map. Her HE is nasty, and so is her AP. Probably typical of a French ship then. Their ammunition was very balanced on the... Oh, I have a couple of them, friend. Let's see. Actually, this is one of my favorite ships in the game. I do like the Gascon. So, it's probably, I'm guessing it's fairly similar to the Gascon. This is a very, very good battleship. I mean, you have to wait a while to fire the guns, and it's only got the 2 turrets, but it's fun because it has a lot of really good secondaries, good HE, good AP. It's very quick. 48% fire chance. Yeah, that's pretty good on the main guns. 10. I'm a casual player. Also 10. Full speed ahead, crew, and the stowaways in the cannon. We're winning this war. Yeah. Oh, Viv, everybody here has seen me play this game enough to know that I play it just to enjoy it and have fun. I mean, if that means taking my carrier into close combat, I'll do it. I try not to do that in the PvP mode in standard, because I know I'll just anger everyone. It's not right that that's the way it is, but I don't want to upset people, because I get it. They're working on their campaigns and missions. They don't want their only carrier getting sunk in PvP battles. So. But in person versus the environment, yeah, I'm totally going to go PvE. I'll just drive my carrier straight up the middle of the battle lines. Why? Because it's fun. And I can do that, and there's no rules against it, so, meh. Well, everyone here knows my philosophy. Well, if you're new to the channel, and you don't know my philosophy, here it is. What is a video game if you are not having fun? A video game is meant to get you out of real life for a while. It's not meant to be real life. So if you're playing the game and you're sweating over it and you're stressing over it, it's probably a good time to put down the controller and find something else to do. A video game is intended to get you out of the real world for a while and have some fun. For me, that means talking about the war tech that's being used, relating it to history, and just generally goofing off. The Republic is basically a better Gascon. I figured it just looking at the stats, Grand Admiral, it looked almost identical. Like it's the up-tiered version of the Gascon. I could tell it's the tier 8 version, like a worthy tier 8 version of the Gascon, and that's nice. I'm glad because it is a premium ship, and you do have to unlock it, and that is a rather long campaign, so it should be an up-tiered global XP ship, and that's what it is. It's an up-tiered global XP ship. Woohoo! Look, I've got futuristic camo on my Langley. So, for any of you... See, look, this is what I do. I just plot a course to the back of the map, because I'm going for the enemy carrier, who I'm guessing to be back there somewhere, or will be back there as I get closer. Battle stations, men. What are we doing? Sail that way. So, that's straight into the enemy lines. Yes, and we're a warship, and we're going to war. But, sir, we're an aircraft carrier. And? Did you go to captain's school, by any chance? Yes, I did. I graduated at top of my class. Oh, jeez, I'd hate to see the other candidates. What's that supposed to mean, Ensign? Oh, nothing, Captain. Full speed ahead, as you wish. I thought your philosophy was to hand over your gears or you'll get the speed. I think those sound like words put in my mouth, Viv. I demand you clean the gears. All of them. I mean... I do, but Still. Can we hit the destroyer? No, probably not. But I was trying to demonstrate earlier how to take on destroyers with the torpedoes. Not great. I mean, you're going to do better with bombers. But this is what I was talking about, purposely overshooting them. Getting them to steer away and then see if they steer back in. Does he? Yes. Yes! Okay, so that's exactly what I was talking about. That's what me and Kiatsu were talking about earlier. Purposely getting your opponent to steer into your torpedoes.
Fighter airborne.
Good. Got to show that off. It didn't do a lot, but at least I got to show off what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Look at the torpedoes he launched at me. Do you think I'm actually going to hit those? Probably. How could have he known that I was going to take that? Wow. Direction plotting on the AI was really good. Spot on. I don't care if I lose these. I was just spotting everything while we fly forward. I might be able to damage that cruiser with what's left, though.
Hold below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Who got me with torpedoes? Oh, the enemy carrier. Really? They actually programmed the AI to hit you with the enemy carrier now. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they did that. I'm definitely going to take that torpedo at the front. I don't care. That's only one. Hurts, but, you know, I'll take one torpedo versus, you know, 5.
Problem solved, sir.
What are my options? You know what? I want to go to the back still, but I don't think I got the hit points to make it anymore. Jeez, they're dumping all their torpedoes at me. Those are aimed at me, by the way. I know for a fact those are aimed at me, so I have to go back to my ship and see if I can't out-navigate them. I didn't want to leave my,
Autopilot mode disabled.
disabled. Yeah, we're going to try to out-navigate these, I hope. Man, they all wanted to torpedo me. Turn the Langley! She turns like a whale, sir. We're trying. I did. Oh, narrow, narrow.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Oops. I saw a destroyer off to my side there. We need to go and look at him. Well, he's still spotted. A Shayang. Pan-Asian. I haven't had a lot of time to study the Pan-Asian ships yet, so they get me sometimes. I do think they have deep sea torpedoes. Oh, that should have hit. It went right off to the side. That's fine. Oh, they only have one ship left. That's fine. It has better secondaries. Oh, wow, that's hard to believe. Just considering how strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong the French battleship secondaries are. They're very good, actually. Thank you for cleaning those gears. How much you want to bet I don't even make it close to this thing? Oh, it's a Hosho. Never mind. It's not the greatest AA. I actually probably will get to drop at least one set. I thought it was the British one. I was like, nah, maybe not. Oh. I'd send the clip. Well, if you want, you could always put the clip up in our Discord, friend. There's our Discord. Otherwise, if you have a Twitter or something, I can go and see it. Or if you have your YouTube, you could whisper me the link, and I can always go and look at it. I would say that's a worthy clip. I mean, you know, one-shotting a ship like that. Depending on the situation and everything, I'm sure that was quite entertaining. Let me see, Grand Admiral, are you on the Xbox? I'm gonna guess that you're on Xbox. Yeah, we have a thing that allows us to share clips too, but I don't think that's cross-platform. The game itself is cross-platform. You can play now on Xbox and PlayStation. I do indeed play on the PS4. Oh, that one's almost done. The Kaga is so slow, but it's almost done. I only have one more tier to go after that. I'll have a brand new carrier to go goofy with. And wreck. I know for a fact I'm just going to end up wrecking it, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't have a daily victory with my Venom. That's just a shame. We need to do a daily victory with the Venom. Do. So you were you went and got the Republic. Is that your main ship? Do you like those, or do you main cruisers or something else? And you just happen to want to be testing the Republic because it was the ship to win this month. I like all of the ships. I will admit, I'm better probably with the destroyers and the battleships. The two extremes. I'm not very good with cruisers for some reason. I just always have a time with cruisers. Alright. I think we'll do like one more. I'm going to do one more fight on stream. And then we'll go off and see one of my friends. But I will be hanging out in the Discord if anyone wants to continue playing warships or anything else for that matter. I've had a lovely night. I just need to go and have some dinner. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's see. There is a... oops, I almost goofed up. So, at the beginning of a match, I try to look. See, there's a destroyer here, primed to take C, protect B. They don't have one, though. The game really poorly designed our deployment here. They actually should have had a destroyer on their side of the map. I don't understand why they didn't. So I'm going to try and rush over to that side and see if I can't help them.
Enemy force detected.
I highly doubt a player character is going to rush through the middle here of this. However, my torpedoes will come back so fast, I might as well put some screening torpedoes in there. Nothing else, that makes them think there's a destroyer waiting for them. So that's convenient, right? I just joined and I keep getting kicked. Oh, you have to read the rules, friend. That's why I put it in there. Make sure you read the rules and hit the check mark. As soon as you get into the Discord, you have to scroll. There's a green check mark. If you hit that, you'll stop getting kicked. I apologize. It's the only way I have to protect the Discord. It's a PG Discord, so I try not to... I have to watch for bots and other people who might come in and troll it. Alright, I've made it to the right side now. Sadly, so is the enemy destroyer. He hasn't entered the field, though. That's interesting. He's got to be on the other side. They should have taken this by now.
Engine boost deactivated.
What did I detect? Oh, there's another destroyer here. Listen to that music. They added that. I don't remember. Oh, geez. No, not the kid. I cannot win against them in one-on-one. Unless somebody's going to help me, I can't beat them in one-on-one. Guarantee you he launched torpedoes, too. He doesn't have that many, but they're very strong.
Smoke screen set.
I can't do anything with the kid there. Not unless I get one of those cruisers to actually get into the cap. That's a problem. Who's spot? Yeah, he's coming right for me because he knows he can win. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, gosh.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Oh, my gosh.
Off to a great start.
Thank you, kid, for saving me. He really should not have done that. Oh, jeez. You keep getting kicked. Do you have the Discord open when you go in? Let me go check, friend. Say hello, Mod Gear shows that, yeah, you were... Oops. Yeah, as soon as you go into rules... let me get you another invite. Maybe it's just not... Yeah, you're definitely kicked. It won't let me assign you the role. Oh, no. I got revealed. How did I get revealed again? Uh-oh. That's why. As soon as I get out of this fight, I'll try to help out with that. I don't know why it's doing that. You should be able to go to the rules section and at least accept a tag, and that'll stop it from kicking you. Geez, now who sees me? Everything is spotting me. Oh no, that's Pensacola.
Critical engine damage.
I'm gonna go down anyway. The Pensacola's already got eyes on me. And that's all it needs. It just needs to look at me and I'll be gone.
Ship is on fire.
I can knock his engines out. That'd be great. I've already been spotted. I'm on fire. No sense for me to be in the game anymore.
Engine boost.
I'll try to get him, but all I could do is damage him a few times, probably. I did get that last load of torpedoes off. That was nice. Even though I don't think it's going to matter. He's getting away. Oh, I was doing so well. I got distracted. That's alright. I might actually get him with that torpedo if he goes in full reverse to get away. I just didn't have any support over there. Alright, it says you joined again. Let me give you the role, friend, because something's wrong with that invite, maybe. It won't kick you now.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic.
I don't know. Maybe the invite broke? Yep, there you are. Hello. How are you doing? Sorry about that. Yeah, the rules and roles is the invite, but maybe that last invite, the bot didn't make it right? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But welcome to our community, friend. You could post your clip or your link to the clip in the, there's a ships and mechs section that we use for things like that. Oh well, I did fairly good in this mission. I don't mind that I went down. I did some damage, got rid of the kid. The kid was... hitting them was interesting. You should be on now, friend. If you want any other tags, you'll have to take them in the rules and roles section. I got you assigned with the bot, the anti-bot tag. So there's a tag I use. It's called Time Scholar. I don't ping anyone with it. It's just there. The bots will not kick you if you have that tag. Sadly, if you can't read the rules and hit the green check mark in time, the bots will read that as you didn't read the rules, and so it'll remove you. Let's see. Yes, you are showing up in the Discord. If you want any other tags like the Vent and Debate channel, or if you want to show off your pronouns, or if you want pinged for a particular reason, like movie night, then you have to go back into the rules and roles. But you should be in there now. Yeah, most Discords have a if you will, like anti-troll, anti-bot system, unless it's a fully public Discord. But I only have a handful of mods, and we're a fairly small Discord community, so I keep it locked up. It's also a PG channel. That's really the biggest rule that you'd have to worry about on our Discord. It's PG. Same as the channel. Oof, the aircraft carrier just took out the last remaining destroyer. Good job on the enemy. That was very good job on the enemy aircraft carrier, actually. Yeah, I've been looking into redesigning the rules section. A long time ago, it worked just fine and dandy, but lately I've been having people reporting that they don't see the check mark. The first section tells you to please get the check mark, and it's down a little bit further, but I may have to reverse the section. I think I need to move that one to the top so people see it more frequently. Sending the clip in a minute, that's fine. I'm just finishing up with a couple little fights for the day because I'm trying to finish my treasure map. I take it you've been doing the treasure one. If you've already gone through the Republic, you're probably also working on the treasure map, which I really like. It's one of my favorite events that they do. I like the Christmas one too, the 12 Days of Christmas. Alright, last fight, and then we're going to go and see a good friend. I think they're still on. Oh, yeah, they just started for the evening, and I always like going over there to visit them. I haven't been over this month. All right. And I will look at your clip. Oh, no, not two brothers. This map is so weird. It's very hit or miss if you can do well here. So this map, I think I've said this before on stream, but as you can see, it's divided by these two islands, and there's this little narrow channel, and it causes all kinds of mess here. Do you have a link for it? Maybe you could put it on YouTube as a private video. Most people who share it, that's what they do. They put it on YouTube as a private video, and then they just send a link. So yeah, sadly, Discord does have limitations on the video. If you could trim the clip down to the, I don't know what kind of editor the Xbox has, but perhaps there's an editor that'll let you trim it down, resize it. Oh, I'm an orc. Alright, let's see what the orc can get into. Probably not much. I think I'm outranged in this, aren't I? Yeah, at least two of those ships, I think, have better detection down than me. I've got more guns. Wow, no one? This is very weird. Typically on this map, you always see, oh, geez.
The engine's broken!
I know the engine's broken. I didn't want it to be. We're both gonna go down. I might survive. Yep. Just barely, but now I'm stuck in my smoke screen, sadly. I didn't want to be. Stop. The engines are broke. I can't go anywhere. Ooh, wow. Did you see that splash? Oh, geez, that was a battleship. I'm stuck until the engineer can make repairs. Which might take a minute. Oh, jeez. I fixed it, boss. Alright. The question is the other destroyer waiting outside that smoke? Not yet. All right. I'm almost scared of reading what is left of for me so much. I mean, good, but the huge pile is threatening. Oh, you're reading through a manga at the moment? It's just 13 seconds. I sent the link. Cool. I will check that out after stream. Oh, geez. We're surrounded. Maybe. There's 2 of them. Alright, the Azuma is definitely going to be my first threat. And I believe the other destroyer, the Akatsuki, has identified the same. Oh, I'm definitely going to go down. Alright, just a matter of how much damage can I do before I go down. He might get hit by the Akazuki, because I know the Akazuki was anticipating that he'd go down. Yeah, I figured the Massachusetts was going to get me. Oh, my torpedoes missed. Yeah, good piloting on him. I really thought he'd back into that. That's alright. At least I took out a destroyer for the cause of it. I wasn't the only one to miss. The other one missed, and he has twice as many torpedoes. Alright, I've had a lovely time tonight. I'm getting off to go have some dinner. I will be hanging out in the Discord if anyone wants to hang out with me later. Besides that, next live stream is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll be doing Saizuki Journey West PS1 Classic. If anyone cares to join us, we'll be definitely playing more World of Warship later this week. Thank you, Viv, for cleaning those last-minute gears. Yes, I have close to 1 decade's worth of releases to go, 88 chapters left. Oh my gosh. Well, at least you won't be bored stalling. Alright. Raid Warren, just because it is an 18-plus channel. Just for language, they're playing Teamfight Tactics. We're going to go see Milliard. I like them. They're fun. So, we'll go see them tonight. Raid messages for followers and for subscribers. Again, thank you all for joining me. It was a lovely time. We sunk some ships, told some tales, set sails on the high seas. I think I got most of my daily challenges done, so I'm quite happy. And we'll be off to see Milliard. They're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, by the way, so if you enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh, they do duel with viewers, I think about twice a week. Right now, they're playing some Teamfight Tactics. Hello. Oh, yeah, and Retro, thank you for joining us. Those of you who don't know Retro, by the way, if you like retro gaming, they also play a variety of other things. Give them a check, please. I can't remember if I gave you a shout or not. I was so busy with the battles today. Yes, have a wonderful night, San. Again, thank you all for being here. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy your time with Milliard. And I'll probably be hanging out in the Discord. So if you want to chat further or play more games, that's where I'll be.